Curling Champions Tour live on Loyola TV. We're here live from Wetzikon, Switzerland with the International ZO Women's Masters International event. We're in the quarterfinals. Our feature game for today is Manuela Siegrist playing out of Basel, Switzerland against Wetzikon from Bern. We're in the quarterfinals this early Sunday morning. And we'll be bringing you scores, updating scores from the other events, the other games also. We're into the first end here. My name is Armin Harder, and I'll be guiding you through this quarterfinal game this morning. Sunny, bright morning in Wetzikon. Defensive start to this game. It's early morning. Players exchanging takeouts in the house. This event started with 22 teams. They played in 4 groups. Top 2 teams of each group qualified. Wetzikon qualifying first out of her group. And Siegrist qualifying out of the D group in second place. Miriam Ott led that group. Quickly go through who qualified. Andrea Schapp and Silvana Tiransoni out of the A group, both qualifying. Daniela Drindl, Germany, and Binia Felcher from Switzerland, both qualifying out of B group. C group qualifier Wetzikon and Olga Sarkova from Russia. And D group Miriam Ott and Manuela Siegrist. Those teams all facing off this morning. Schapp against Felcher, 2 teams that will be at the European Championships starting Saturday. Jäggi Siegrist, that's the game we're covering. Drindl against Sarkova, and Ott against Tiransoni. We'll be updating you on the scores from those games as we go along. And don't forget our contest that Brian Gray brought in yesterday. We have 4 winners, and we'll be announcing those during the semifinals and finals. Coming up later today, we'll be showing you one of each of those games. So 3 games today in total. Here, Champions Tour coverage on Loyola 1 TV. Wetzikon, Switzerland. A 6-sheet curling club just a few minutes drive outside of Zurich, going east towards the mountains. 20th anniversary of this event. Always a week before the Europeans, so it's a good place for the teams to warm up, do their last little bit to get ready for the Europeans. And I'd like to welcome our viewers from all over the world that are watching this. And here we see Manuela Siegrist. And I'm sure Thomas Siegrist is watching his daughter playing all the way from Singapore. Jäggi. One of the consistent teams, Swiss League. Bronze medalists last year at the Swiss Championships. Hits and rolls out.
In de 4 is goed. In de 4. In de 4.
Champions Tour having a very busy weekend this weekend. We've also got the event going on in Edinburgh. Men's event. We have the European Junior Curling Tour, which is part of the CCT Champions Tour. They're being played in Thun, Switzerland. So, lots going on. All that information available on the curlingchampionstour.org website. Updated. Follow your favorite teams. Find all the results and team information. Siegrist changing the spot on the ice a little bit. Like to have Jäggi hit and stay here to force the change of hammer for only 1 point. Jäggi will of course try and blank this end, hit and roll out to maintain last rock advantage going into the second end. And successively carried out. So after first end of play, score is 0-0. And Jäggi will retain last rock advantage in the second end. Siegrist lost one game in the round robin, and that was to Miriam Ott. 7-4 lost. Siegrist beat in her group Jacobi from Germany, Sirdova from Russia, and Kubeskova from Czech Republic to qualify second in her group. Otegi, Spain, Sarkova, Russia, Meyer, Switzerland, and Gaspari, Italy. And only dropping one game to Klimova of the Czech Republic. So that's how these two teams qualified for the quarterfinal here. And again, we see a very defensive start here. In the second end. Siegrist team in part. Manuela Siegrist and Claudia Hook coming out of the juniors. They're playing their first year in women's play. Alina Petz and Nicole Dunke playing for a different team last year, already experienced in women's play. And of course, Team Jäggi, they've been together for a number of years and have been playing on the women's circuit. These teams will be facing each other in the Swiss League starting in January. So instead of putting a guard on her shot rock, Siegrist is attempting to remove this guard. Roll to the middle. Didn't quite get it the way she wanted. Still leaving a corner guard. Jäggi signaling here she'd like to hit and roll behind. Sister Stephanie playing seconds rocks. Quickly introduce, I believe we can introduce the Jäggi team. Is that possible, Martin?
Sam, gratis Akkurat. Sam.
Quickly introduce the Jäggi team. I don't believe we have player cards for the Siegrist team. I'll introduce them as they play.
Sam! Sam! Fast!
Nicole Schragley at lead, 25-year-old. Stephanie Jäggi, 27-year-old from Bern. Marisa Winkelhausen, 23-year-old. Came to this team about 2 years ago. And skip Siegrist-Jäggi. Skipping and throwing fourth rocks. This team having been together for a number of years, very experienced. Doris Torrance no longer coach of this team. We'll have to change that. And his team plays out of the Byrne Curling Club. A lone corner guard out there. Jäggi will try and draw behind that. Torrance was coach of that team up until about a month ago. Now Anita Jäggi has taken over that role. Doesn't get around the guard, just raises that. Almost raises the Siegrist rock into the house, not quite. Of course, a rock needs to touch the rings in order to count. Elena Pets throwing third rocks.
No, Annie! Hij plat! Wachten! Wachten! Dat is 4 kuilen. Oh. Yup. Yup. Go! Wieten! Kijk. Korkspik. Ja.
Like to hit and roll away from those guards, but stay in the house. Removes it.
Je wilt zijn deilen, voor dat we niet naar te aan. Zo niet er alleen nog aan. Ja.
Pats is throwing third rocks. And Dunky is in the house, holding the broom.
Vorderlinien gell? Sonst kann man sie nicht. Sunny. Noch ein bisschen mehr.
Jäggi will once again try and hit and roll behind those guards. She'll need the roll now for sure. She won't be able to blank the end. Siegrist having raised her own yellow into the house also, sitting with 2 now. Needs to curl a little more. Will it hang on? It does. Burn team laying shot, but that rock is open. Siegrist will need to stay in the house. And that'll force Jäggi to draw for 1 point and give up advantage of the last rock in the next end. Looks pretty good. So Jäggi opting to hit this one on the outside. Stay or roll in a little bit. She can't afford to hit it on the outside. And she'll need to stay in the house to take her point. This last rock here in the second end for Michelle Jäggi. And she manages to do that. Nice shot. Hits and sticks for 1 point. So after 2 ends of play, Jäggi leads 1-0. The hammer now goes to Siegrist. Very quick update on the other games going on. Here, 2 blank ends. Schupp with the hammer against Felcher. Both these teams will be facing off against each other at the upcoming European Championships in Moscow, starting Saturday. So both these teams here want to do well in this game. Obviously also trying to qualify for the semifinals in this event. And that's our feature game. And Germany's Drindl against Russia's Sarakova. A surprise there. The favorite Russian team, Prifikova, not qualifying. They're all tied up at 1 apiece. And then another Swiss, Ott versus Tiransoni. And Ott takes 1 in the first end. We're down to last rocks in that end there too. So we'll keep you up to date. Thank you very much. Koldunki.
Ach, das ist gut. Warte. Schweiz. Warte. Lass ihn vorne noch. Jupp. 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 Go, go, go. Okay.
Nicely played. Can still see half of it.
Fine, Sam.
Jäggi will try and hit that. Siegrist trying to sweep that out. Manages that. Obviously the opposing skip is allowed to sweep across that, behind that horizontal line, going through the house. You're allowed to sweep the opposing rocks back there. Only one sweeper though. Just rubbing on that. Obviously the team's not allowed to remove that rock, that blue one. It's just still in the free guard zone roll. Siegrist will be able to remove that blue rock with her next rock. Just rolled too far. So wreck on the guard. She'll roll in and push the Jäggi rock into the other side. So Jäggi's got a good situation here. She'll be lying 3 shortly if she removes this and stays. So there's double and roll here possible. Maybe even to triple. Claudia Hook. Curled with Manuela Siegrist as a junior. Manages to get one, rolls over, but not far enough.
Oi, så! Ja, så. Really good! Tim! Oh, Tim! Oh! Oh, Tim! Oh.
Needs a roll.
Oh.
Don't want to roll too much though. Does bring it closer to the other rock though. Jäggi laying with 2. Doesn't really need to play this. Couple options here for Siegrist. She can bump it back just a bit, sit in front of it. Pretty comfortable with those rocks to the side. That's where she'd like to be. She does have last rock advantage, so the middle is open. Opportunity to switch to offense here. That's why Jäggi may have been better off placing another rock in the middle instead of chasing that on the outside. Bad shot. Jäggi's still sitting shot with that one blue rock, but Siegrist is second, and that rock is not going to be that easy to remove. And if it is removed, Siegrist can draw down on top of that blue one. Does get one. Rolls out of the house. So Siegrist can now freeze down on top of that one. She just bumped back with her last shot. She makes this freeze perfect. She'll be in a position to score 2 in this end. There's keeping it clean. She'll just want to set right up to it. Doesn't want to bump it. Needs to curl quite a bit. Just bumped it too much. Needed to be a little shorter.
Ja.
Fairly simple takeout here for Jäggi. And Siegrist will be forced to draw for her 1 point. Jäggi making sure that that rock is clean. The running surface does have a tendency to pick up debris. Depending on how aggressive a rock is, the debris will stick in there. So you want to make sure that it's nice and clean before you play it. Sweeper's not laying a broom to this. Just gets enough. So Siegrist forced to draw full 8 foot to make sure she gets her point here in the third end. Looking fairly long, but we want to make sure. No, it's looking good. Nice shot. Well played. So 1 point for the Siegrist team to tie it all up here in the third end. Curling Champions Tour coming to you live from Wetzikon with the International ZO Women's Masters. There. Sorry, just the ZO International Women's Tournaments. ZO being the Zurich Oberland, upper part of Zurich newspaper. Just one of the main sponsors here. And being that Siegrist took 1 point here in the third, they'll now start this end. Nicole Dunkey playing lead rocks. If you have any questions about curling, Curling Champions Tour, or anything, you can contact us at live@curlingchampionstour.org. Happy to answer any questions, Ken. Anything about rules or anything you want to know about curling, we'll try and answer your questions. Nicole Jäggi watching her rock going down the other end. Nice corner guard. This is the 4th event on the women's tour this season. Having played in Oslo, Basel and in Stockholm. The women's tour will be in action again in January with the Bernese Ladies Cup. Any information you'd like to know about the current ranking, you can also see that on www.curlingchampionstour.org. Jäggi currently ranked 4th on the tour. Siegrist not so successful up until now. But still a young team, new team. Lots of potential. Sure they'll develop quite well over the next few years. Might be an idea now to chance to go around that guard. She could remove the corner guard, roll to the middle. Pretty difficult to get buried here. She goes over the tee line, and that's what's going to happen. Fairly open. Might have been a better idea to remove that corner guard, try and roll to the middle, try and get another center guard up. Actually, Siegrist trying to steal in this end. Oh. A little wobble there. Looking pretty good. Nice hit and roll. Hook trying to remove that shot. Brock sitting in the 4-foot. Need to sweep it hard. Freezing up to it nicely, actually. Well played. Very nice rock. Good sweeping. Time for Jäggi to remove that center guard. She's lying shot.
verstehe, was du meinst, aber... Gut, zuerst mal Riesengraben, dann kannst du immer noch Doppel machen, aber hier, Draht zu legen, ist verdammt schwer, dass wenn du mit Gelb und Blau durchkommst, du noch mit Gelb durchkommst. Ja, ich will probieren... Ja, dann bleibt uns einfach hier. He? Nein, da musst du fast gerade drehen. Das ist so wie ich. Ich spiele nicht von hier, da ich nicht auf dem Blauen.
Probably about the only decision she has here. That center guard is causing her a number of problems. Straight back gets a piece of that. Does remove both of those. Leaves the guard in the middle. Still sitting shot though. The guard's long enough to come down and freeze another one on top of those two. Hopefully be able to make a play on it later on.
Wenn er halb versteckt ist, ist er gut. Sonst lieber 2. Zwei, 3. Dass sie da nicht mehr kann. Oder nimmst du ihn an gleichen Ort wie vorher? 8 Fuß beißen.
She'll want to get as close to the house, if not on top of those rocks, if she can. Doesn't want to leave a long guard. She'll need to worry about becoming shot at some point. Alina Petz. Need to work it hard. Starting to curl. I don't think they wanted to leave it that short.
Wetzikon. Respekt zusammen. Weiß nicht, ob es wieder einen Garten gibt.
Jäggi, having the hammer here, would like to score more than 1 point. Looking a little long. She's probably set up a double here. No, still covered. She can get a piece of it. Certainly draw down on top of it and maybe punch him back a bit. Exactly like that. Just get in front of those, move them around a bit. we can see that rock just picked something. Seemed a little bit of dirt. Took it right offline.
Wenn wir hier zutun, dann kann sie dann nur noch den spielen. Ja. Und wenn sie dann hier ein bisschen steht, dann, also gut, das ist, ich weiß nicht, ob der Shot wird, aber... Ich würde eigentlich noch mal gleich kommen. Ja, eigentlich, weil du hast ja hier noch übergönnt sogar. Also eigentlich kannst du gleich kommen, wenn es ist, nehmen wir ihn hier. Ja. Ja, einfach nicht länger. Ja, prima. Kannst du den sogar ein bisschen tappen. Und dann liegst du.
Yeah, you can try the shot that Siegrist just wanted to play.
Ja, aber den können wir noch direkt hier. Kommst du 12 Fuß? Ich kann den machen, aber ist ja gleich. Kommst du 12 Fuß?
Team from Bern laying with 2 shot rocks. Marisa Winkelhauser. Well, it's way wide.
Okay.
Well, that'll allow Siegrist to try that shot again. She'll need to make it this time. She's getting into a bit of a trouble here.
Den Rest können sie wischen. Ja, ja. Es ist ein bisschen knapp, bis sie wieder liegen. Weißt du, er darf einfach nicht nachher da liegen, weil das sicher der Doppel spielen. Ja. Darum eben nur hinten. Ja. Nein!
That blue rock took that long angle raise away from that yellow rock that's out in front of the house on the right hand side. She won't be able to play that anymore. So she'll need to get a rock in play here.
Muss auch hinten nachkommen. Muss einfach gut so gerade wie möglich treffen, aber nicht, dass du ihn so nimmst. Ja. Hinten nach. Also darf sicher nicht, also länger. Wir wollen nur unser darf nicht zu weit rausrollen. Ja.
Sweeper's working it. Need to get past the guards. Oh, they let up on it. He was there. Just let up on it long enough. He ended up ticking the front guard. Watch the sweepers here working it. Right here they let up on it. The inside sweeper has probably about 75% of the effect. Aline just let up on it enough. At the end it just ticked. Pretty difficult to get in there. Secret's last rock. She could just touch it. It's enough there to touch. There's lots of room. Just needs to touch the yellow one. At least count out one counter. Can't do much damage if she tries it. Even if she does touch the blue one out front, there's not a lot Jäggi can do with it. So just trying to touch that yellow rock. Try and move it into second shot. Oh, all over that one. Be pretty difficult to get a third one in there.
Backline. Probieren wir noch. Ja, man muss doch ein bisschen mehr geben. Ja, wir geben zu wenig Eis. Das ist auch nichts. Noch ein bisschen mehr musst du geben, Steffi.
Michelle Jäggi sitting two here in the fourth with her last rock, trying to put a third one in there. Chances are slim of making this though. Oh, she got the angle. No. So 2 for the Bernese team. Take a 3-1 lead after 4 ends of play. So quickly go update on the other scores. Schupp and Felcher slugging it out here, 1 apiece after 4 ends of play. And that's our game here. Jäggi taking a big 2 here in the 4th. Drindle Sarkova. Sarkova steals 2 in the 3rd to take a 3-1 lead. And Ott stealing 2 in the second and making a big 3 in the fourth to take a commanding 6-2 lead after 4 ends against Tiransoni. Switzerland being home to the Men's World Championships in April, first week of April. Will be played in Basel from the 31st of March to the 8th of April. Promising to be a big event. Bruno Schellberger, organizing president, and his crew getting lots of stuff prepared for it. Promising to be a good show. We had in 2006 the European Championships here. Quite a crowd there for the semifinals and finals throughout the entire week. So this World's promising to be much bigger and better. Should be a great party. And lots of great curling. And of course, our contest from yesterday, the draw made last night for 2 pairs of tickets to the Men's World Championship. The winners will be announced during the semifinal and finals today. And we'll show both those games. Also, Brian giving away 2 pairs of tickets to the Worlds in Riga in 2013. Still a long way away. Women's Worlds this season, 2012, will be in Lethbridge, Alberta. Of course, the highlight coming up next week with the European Championships in Moscow. Where the men's and women's teams, European teams, will try not only to win European medals, but also qualify for those World Championships. And these years, this season's World Championships will be the first points to qualify for the Olympics in 2014. So all very important this year for all these nations.
Ik kom niet meer dran. Mal, aber einfach die Garten. Ja, aber wenn sie nicht auf den macht, dann musst du dann schon den Promo bringen. Ja, das stimmt schon. Also eigentlich ist es gar nicht so schlecht, aber ich würde kein Gas machen. Hinten dran geht. Nein, ich würde nicht Hütten nehmen, ich würde gleich über Blau. Der macht viel einfach, der kann einfach Doppel machen dort. Ich würde nicht machen, dass... Ja, aber... Entweder leist... Ja, das habe ich ja schon verlegt. Die Seite, aber ich weiß nicht, was es bringt. Hey. Ja, im Moment. Wie? Aber sie macht es weg. Das ist mir schon. Aber wenn du hier rechts machst, dann kann sie auch nicht den Weg unterdoppeln. Ich denke, einfach gar hier... Entweder gehst du vorne 4 Fuß auf der rechten Seite oder du legst auf die Seite, aber auf die Seite bringt uns gar nichts, oder?
Obviously guarding this rock up is a problem that that blue one slid behind the tee line. If it was in front of the tee line, that wouldn't be much of a discussion. The guard would be quite clear. The discussion was where to put the next rock. And I believe they decided top of the 4 foot would be a good place for it.
Is goed.
Hold on, hold on. Ja. Sam.
Siegrist trying to hit this on the left-hand side. Claudia hook. Try and roll in behind the guard. Trying to get a rock into position for play.
Oh. Tim. Oh. Tim.
Wanting to score 2 points here in this 5th end.
Oh.
Doesn't get enough of a roll. Looking pretty good. Nice little roll.
Ergen.
Grad. Norris, Hack ist gut. Dass du sicher gerade bleibst. Wie viel Session? Dann so. Hinter 12. Hinter 12.
Siegrist indicating she'd like to tap it back behind the tee line. Sit in front of it. Stay there. Trying to force Jäggi into making difficult shots. This is looking fairly wide and heavy. Get a piece of it. Much too heavy. Just rolled too far.
Oh, zijn eigenlijk niet knap. Danny!
Marisa Winkelhauser trying to remove this yellow rock. Would like to probably stay in that position.
Oh! Okay.
Moves it and rolls out. Might be important
Ist
for
direkt oder da? Musst du hinten nach.
time to remove that. Yeah, rock in the 4 foot and roll over. Or draw directly behind. Lena Pats. Direct draw.
Längi. Richtig gut, Tim. Tim. Tim, richtig. Yep. Fast. Weiter.
Needs to be second shot. Certainly not going to make it. Oh, it does. Just skins past that. Good sweeping. Fortunate there. Any questions you may have about curling, the Curling Champions Tour? Rules, players, teams, anything? If you can, live at curlingchampionstour.org. Send us a message. We'll try and answer your questions online.
Nicht genug so. Bleibt immer offen. Entweder den Freeze und Spaß. Weißt du, wenn er da liegt, dass man, wenn sie drauf schießt, dass es jetzt da dann liegt. Ich finde den Freeze gut. Ich finde auch den Weg gut, wenn er kommt. Der Freeze ist okay für mich. Freeze! So.
Siegrist opting to freeze here, trying to make her 2 points in this end. Perfect freeze right on top of it.
Zielline! Ziel richtig! Oh! Mit Muscala! Warte! Oh, ist noch nicht drauf! Ja!
Just coming up short. That'll allow Jäggi to remove that quite easily.
Tanny. Ja. Achtung, break point. Tanny. Wetzikon.
Working it hard. Should let it go a bit. Won't make too much difference though. Siegrist will probably try and freeze to this one again. We'll need to.
Nochmal. Wie eine lässt. Er muss sicher in 8 Fuß.
Well short of where she wanted to be. It had to be shot, or at least second shot.
Der muss sicher in 8 Fuß. Du musst, wenn er so kurz ist.
Ja, ich komme natürlich lieber kurz. Zwei ist schon gut. Zwei ist schon gut. Ja! Ja! Go, 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 go! Tia! Tia! Oh, oh, oh! Ich muss nicht den Gelb abdecken. Er muss noch rüber.
So an in-turn draw down on top of that blue rock to score 1 point. Drawing against 3 blue rocks.
Ja, ist schon gut. Toll.
Working it hard. Just gets passed by the front. It's passed by the second. Oh, nice shot. Good sweeping. Girls held that quite long. So 1 for Siegrist-Jäggi taking a 3-2 lead here in the second. We saw how closely that came past those rocks.
Gut gewischt.
Score of 3-2 after 5 ends of play. Jäggi having control now. Up 1 with the hammer in the 6th end.
Sagst du nicht, das ist gut zum Stellen, ist optimal.
Ich würde einfach
Man wird sicher Gas.
sicher Guard spielen, ja. Sie wird schon wieder hinter nach Friesen.
Genau. Komm mit.
Maybe quickly go through the scores. Live at curlingchampionstour.org if you have any questions.
Drei.
Felcher steals 1 in the 5th.
Voller voor Gerle.
Take a small lead over Shop.
Drei.
These 2 teams will be facing each other at the European Championships in Moscow. Jäggi Siegrist, that's our game. Sarkova steals another 1 in the 5th to go up 5-1 over Drindl. Drindl from Germany. And Ott certainly in control of this game with a 7-2 lead over Tiransoni.
Freeze. 4.
They go Schweigli nicely drawing around that center guard.
Zieh richtig! Zieh! Länge! Oh, noch Länge! Richtig gut! Ja, kommt! Go, fest! Fest, weiter! Okay. So. Hinten 8, hinten 12. Hinten 4. Hinten 4 ist gut.
Claudia Hook.
Wow. Überrennen. Jupp. Okay.
Chance of getting at that blue one that's top of the 4 foot. Jäggi does have the hammer, so she'll want to maybe move a few rocks around, get rid of the guards. Cuts that guard, doesn't touch anything in the back, manages to navigate through that pile of rocks.
Kommen wir nochmal, so. Kannst auch, dass der bleibt eigentlich.
Siegrist can
Kannst Hack spielen.
push her own rock back.
Hä? So. Der muss einfach ganz versteckt sein. Warte. Gerade lenkt auch noch gerade, aber dann rollen wir da, glaub ich. Gerade ist gut und sonst sicher ganz versteckt. So. Zieh! Zieh! Oh! Oh, yep. Okay.
Well played. Did roll open though. Jäggi's got a couple of options here. Can roll back into the middle or to the left behind the corner guard.
Oh! Ja! Ja! Fest! Fest! Oh, oh. Er hat etwas verwünscht. Ja, ja. Fest auf dieser Seite ganz. Kommt so raus. Wegen dem. Sonst einfach halb lenkt auch. Das 10. Das geht nicht so. Willst du so?
That rock fully exposed through that hole. Lena Petz with her in turn will try and remove that.
Warten.
Just didn't curl enough. Jäggi now sitting with
Sag mir
2.
dazwischen, Misu. Gut.
Thinks there's enough separation there to remove that yellow rock. Roll in behind.
Ja. Oh, oh. Okay, merci. Nein, bist du auch nicht gewesen.
Willst du kürzer kommen? Kannst... Selfie ist gut.
Big mistake there by the Jäggi team, removing their own rock. Now allowing Siegrist to have another run on that shot rock and sit with 2 after this.
Oh,
Plays in the middle.
oh. Tim.
That's where Siegrist would like to have it. Trying to steal here in the 6th. This looking a lot better.
Go, go, go.
Still open.
Ist der erste geschneit? Das ist jetzt gut.
Marisa Winkelhauser. Starting to curl. Just gets past. A little bit of a roll.
Sind du in ganz? Wollen wir selfie?
Ja.
Der hat nicht so viel.
Also da über der.
Ja. Ein Selfie.
Ja, ist gut.
Ja.
Once again, that rock remains open. Two options here, hitting and rolling left or right.
Weil ich da recht knapp durch muss, dass du das legst, oder? Wir probieren, sonst sind wir dann mal da, oder? Es ist einfach, wenn der nicht kommt, macht sie mir einen Gas, hä? Das ist ein bisschen der Shit. Probieren wir es an. 10. Nein, ich würde so probieren, wirklich. Knapper Gart durch. 10. Einfach.
Well, she didn't want to roll out here. So allows Siegrist to get behind that guard and put some pressure on the Jäggi team. Force a draw into the forefoot.
Gestoppt. Ich bin so sicher, weißt du? Richtig, Achtung. Richtig! Oh!
Trying to draw in around that guard. Needs to stay in the forefoot. This is looking a little long. Coming down now. Nicely played. Well hidden. Oh, so Jäggi's got a bit of a tough shot.
Zum Glück hört es da so viel. Das war da durch. Schön.
Das war Streitsack. So komm ich 8. Das ist Spitze 8 Fuß, ist auch schon gut. Das ist viel. Das ist viel lang.
Michelle Jäggi, last rock here in the 6th. Trying to score 1. Drawing against 2 yellow counters. It's looking pretty good. He's going to get a corner of that. Well played. So score of 1 in the 6th. For Jäggi to take a 4-2 lead. So the start of the 7th end here, Nicole Schwagli playing her first rock. We're here in Wetzikon with the International Zedo Women's event. Curling Champions Tour live on Lola 1 TV. 4th event on the Women's Tour this season. 2 more to go. In January we have the Bernese ladies event, and then the Glyn Hill in Glasgow, closing it out in January.
Sicher 2. Bist du? Schön.
So a little bump. The rock should have been in the top of the 8 foot, maybe just touching the 4 foot. So Jäggi will try and bump that up into position. Just a little too heavy. Siegrist able to draw behind her corner guard now. Would like to score at least 2 here in this end. Nicole Dunkley.
Richtig. Oh. Tim. Oh. Yep. Yep. Richtig. Oh. 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 Yep. 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 Go, Vita. Schön. Schön.
Very nicely played rock, well hidden. Jäggi try and make a run at it. She'll want to make sure if she misses it that she at least gets the guard, so you want to be more on the inside. This is curling lots. She's definitely on the guard.
Lengi? So schnell mit den Freeze. Oh. Oh. Falsche Seite.
She certainly didn't want to be there. Set up the double now. She wanted to be short. She needs the guards. Jäggi can hit this on a nose and remove both from play. Playing this looks like from the inside out. Taking an out turn. Ooh. Sweeper's working it. Gets both.
ihn lieber hintern, wie dass er da liegen bleibt. Richtig! Ziehen! Oh, sicher Freeze auf der Vater. Ja, ja, weiter Freeze. Whoa, whoa.
That comes up short.
Vini, weiß nicht genau, was geht, aber wenn der geht, ist ja auch nicht schlimm. Okay.
Nochmal. Gib dir mehr. Geht nur länger. 4. Noch länger. 4. Bis 4. 4.
Siegrist really having difficulty trying to get something going here. Too many mistakes. Execution not working out. She has her chance there. Rocks are in play.
Ja, um ein bisschen Respekt von dem Gelben wegzunehmen, also wir nicht auf die Blauen.
Es geht schon auf 8 oder? Hä? Es geht schon Kaffee.
Ja, ja.
Ja, wenn sie noch weiterspielen.
Ja,
noch.
das machen wir das Training.
Oh, that looks like it's picked. That rock is doing some funny movements there. And comes up short.
Also ich würde sicher genug ein.
Ja.
So Siegrist
Fällt schon so
still a
viel.
chance to make two here. She gets buried behind those blue, could
Kann
force
man immer für die Training geben.
a difficult shot for Jäggi. She needs to try this.
Achtung!
Just gonna touch that. It's fortunate there a little bit. Ends up in front of that shot rock. Siegrist now laying shot.
Schachti. Ja, einfach mal den Gelb raus. Ja, einfach den Gelb raus, wäre das Ziel. Ja. Gibst mir noch ein bisschen mehr?
Jäggi trying to remove this. Oh, this curl a lot. It's going to jam. So Siegrist does manage to set up
Das ist noch mehr.
a chance for a
Das
deuce.
noch mehr geben. Er muss einfach in 8 Fuß sein.
Chance to tie this game here in the 7th. Needs full 8 foot.
8 Fuß lang.
Ja.
Oh. Hast du jetzt noch weiter raus, oder für euch?
Ja, der andere war
Ui. 75.
Manuela Siegrist able to tie up this game here. Needs full 8 foot. Well swept. 2 points here for Siegrist in the 7th end to tie it up. She'll need to steal in the 8th to make it into the semi-final. Reminder, World Men's Curling Championships, first week of April in the St. Jakobshalle in Basel, or as they locally call it, the Jökeli. And we'll be announcing winners of the 2 pairs of tickets to that event, day passes, during the round robin. Later on, we're here live from Wetzikon with the International Zeto Women's event. Curling Champions Tour, live again this weekend on Lola 1 TV. 2 more games to come today, semi-final and the final. We'll be showing you both games. Information available on curlingchampionstour.org. That's your place for all sorts of information. Maybe we can quickly go through the scores of the other games real quick. As we see the first guard just in position there for Siegrist. Felcher still hanging on here with the 3-2 lead and the hammer in the 8th end. So good position there for Felcher. Both those teams once again will be meeting at the Europeans in Moscow starting on Saturday. That's our feature game all tied up. Siegrist needing to steal to win. Jäggi has the hammer. Sarakova definitely in control, up 3 points with the hammer over Grindel. Germany. And Ott, clear win over Tiransoni here in this quarterfinal. So Ott moving into the semifinal.
Warte mal schnell, ja.
Ja, nog liever. Ja.
So, free guard zone violation there. You can only remove that with the 5th rock.
Freeze!
Yeah, there's enough guards out there now. Siegrist needs to start going into the house and try and end up shot at some point.
80!
einfach deine Länge.
First weekend of January. Swiss League will be starting for the women. These two teams will be facing off against each other at some point during those rounds. Both will be trying to qualify for the Swiss Championship final, which will take place in February in Stadt. And that'll be worthwhile seeing. 6 men's and 6 women's teams, the best in Switzerland, facing off against each other to qualify for the respective worlds. Men's in Basel and women's in Lethbridge in March.
Achtung! Team! Team!
Swiss women very strong this year, having won a number of tournaments over in Canada. 3 of the top 6 teams on the tour ranking are Swiss. Schupp steals one in the 8th to tie that game up against Felcher. So that will go into an extra end.
Oh! Whoa! Okay.
Nochmal! Länge? Team! Oh! 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 Yep! Yep!
Here's a very good looking rock.
Turn.
Jäggi should consider, and she is taking a run at that center guard. That's what's causing her problem. She needs to make sure she gets this right. She don't want to jam that yellow one back onto the blue.
Whoa! Whoa! That's it. That's it.
Takes 2 of them off.
Go! Bisschen mehr da hinten. 2. Richtig ist gut. Muscala. Yep. Yep. Fast. Fast. Yep. Go, go, go. Good. Oh.
Winkelhausen will try and remove this center guard. Clear it away.
Okay, ist auch gut.
Mission accomplished.
Ja. 2.
Links siehst du.
Geld am Schluss.
Jupp!
Nice guard.
Oh, dann kannst du auch hier. Ah? Wie, wo willst du durchkommen? Und meine noch bis hinten schiessen? Nein, das geht nicht, aber wir tun gleich Gas drauf. Da siehst du ja nichts, der Geld. Ja, das ist... Nein, komm. In der Vierfuß nicht brechen, das ist ein anderes Thema.
Yak, you'll need to remove that guard.
Auftun. Ja, das ist schon richtig. Das ist einfach ich muss echt nach die Vierfuß legen im Outturn. So abgespielt.
Ja.
Weil sie wird dann auf den Gelb achten. Aber die wird auch so promoten, dass
Problem for Siegrist is that yellow rock sitting in the house is just not really good enough to win. It's a fairly simple draw to the 4-foot.
wir nehmen Guard weg.
Yaki decides to remove the guard.
Ja, aber der liegt sie gerade vor, oder?
Ja, aber dahinter liegt ja noch nicht dran.
Der hinten nicht, aber der was sie spielt.
Ja, aber kannst ja immer noch so spielen, wie jetzt. Warte.
Was soll ich denn spielen? Eigentlich wäre schon Guard wegnehmen, das Richtige. Aber die einfach näher vom Alter 4 Fuß. Wir haben nicht einen Stein so gespielt in diesem ganzen Match. Nicht einmal der Gegner. Wenn du mit Zeit und Länge kannst du sagen, der ist noch Görlitz. Das sagt noch Genius. Ja, okay. Also wir machen Büchli-Taktik. Ja! Andere ist gut. Nein!
Ich würde ihn abgeben. 11. Würdest du ihn sogar noch hinten? Warte, ich muss überlegen. Ja. Hack? Nein, ich würde einen 11 spielen. 11 würde ich spielen. Ein bisschen schräg, dass unsere dann noch so...
Wenn du da kriegst, ist er da, oder?
Ja.
Der muss normalerweise noch
Ja. Eben das 11 ist gut. Ja. So. Das 11. Ja.
So you want to move this blue rock out of play and end up staying with 2. Yellow onto the blue. Move it back far enough so that Siegrist is playing with 2 rocks.
Auch gleich. Ja, hier kann ich. Ein bisschen weniger. So wie vorhin. Oder 1,9.
So Jäggi opting for the double here.
Ja.
Instead of a draw to the forefoot.
Hit and stay. Ja,
Last rock here.
Ja, die ist einfach im 4 Fuß.
In the game. Sarkova wins over Dreendale, 6-3. Final score there. Jäggi, last rock here in the 8th end of the quarterfinal, trying to qualify for the semifinal. Needs to make the double and stay. And does it. So score 1 for the win. And Jäggi should be facing off against the winner of Felcher and Schupp. Maybe we can quickly go over to that game and see what's happening over there. They're in the extra end.
Oh Gott, oh Gott. Oh ja, nicht nein, nicht alleine.
Schön.
Gott. Oh Gott, ey, wir sind unnötig spannend gemacht.
Ja, extrem.
So Jäggi qualifies for the semi-final, along with Sarkova from Russia, Miriam Ott from Switzerland. And it looks like there may be 1 rock to play. No, that's done. Excuse me. Didn't look like Felcher needed to play her last rock. So I assume that's the final there. And no, a steal of 1. for Shep. So, Shep steals her way into the semi-final. Shep will face Jäggi. That's Zarkova against Ott, and we'll be showing you one of those games for the semi-final. And that game will be on at 11:30 European time, Central European time. We hope to catch you there. Now, as we see Danny Streif, the ice maker here, getting out there, getting the ice ready for the next draw. So at 11:30, Danny Scherferly will be guiding you through the semi-final game, and I hope you'll enjoy his commentary. And we'll say goodbye for now. Thank you for joining us.